Hi yogis, this is Cole Chance at YOGATX, and today I just wanted to spend a little bit of time talking about home practice, which is what you all are doing. So I just want to give you all a few tips and talk about some of the challenges that we face having a home practice. My home practice, it took me a while to get it going. I am very bad about seeing something like, oh, that's shiny, and running off. So to be able to first have a space where you don't have distraction, which can be hard depending on your living situation, but if you can try to find a quiet place that you can have by yourself for even, 15 minutes or something, it's really beneficial. And for a while I was using my phone for music, and that just doesn't work because then the phone rings or something, and I don't need any help being distracted. So try to keep your phone out of there. So maybe if you have a computer or a way to turn your ringer off, but music is good, music is good. Also, sometimes I like to bring a journal in there, and maybe I will have, I'll write about an intention for the day, an intention that I have or something. I think it's really good to start with have a ritual. So what I've been doing lately is in the morning, I will go into my room and I'll just sit there for a few minutes, just meditating and really just kind of waking up and just sit. And then I'll open my journal and I'll write something out for the day, something I want to bring in for that day, or say I have a stressful day and maybe I'll write breathe, or something of that nature. Or if somebody's like weighing heavy on my heart, or there's a lot of different, every day is different, but just something that's important for you for that day, because it's really just one day at a time. So what do you need that will help you for that day? So I find it really beneficial to just write that down, and maybe some things below it about it, and just to get that out of your head and into some paper really is helpful. And then you have that with you that you can remember throughout the day and keep coming back to check in with. But then I'll go ahead and step on my mat, and I might just be doing, a few stretches, or any type of movement is wonderful, just to really awaken the body and, to start your day off right. But if I have enough time, I do like to move in all directions, and that's kind of a good base if you're creating your own sequence at home. So think about moving in all directions, meaning I'm going to fold forward. So maybe you do some forward bends. You can do these seated or standing. I want to twist. So I definitely, pretty much in any pose you can add a twist, seated or standing. I folded forward, so I want to go back. So some heart opening. So some heart opening on the ground, you could do bridge pose, where you're lifting your chest. This would be a good one. Bridge is a really good one. Even cat-cow. So this, we're moving both ways. There we have the forward motion and the opening motion. There's so many possibilities here. So we're moving forward, we're moving back, we're twisting. What else do we need to do? We need to go upside down. And that can sound daunting, but it doesn't have to be. Really, an inversion is just when your heart is over your head. So actually the bridge pose that I just did would be an inversion. Also, if I wanted to put my legs up the wall, it's very relaxing. I can just put my legs up the wall, and you don't have to be against a wall, actually. Here I could use some pillows. Slide them underneath my sacrum and just put my legs up. This is just kind of reversing everything. And this just feels, wonderful. Some yogis say an inversion a day keeps the doctor away. So that's just a good way. I found that a helpful tip in, trying to come up with my home practice and like, what am I supposed to do? When you don't have the teacher there to kind of help you. So I find that helpful. Also with my journal, I like to take it when I go to classes or when I'm doing yoga videos, and I'll write things down that I liked, like write down a sequence that I liked, or, oh, I liked when she did plank to up dog, or, whatever it is that you liked, and then you can incorporate that yourself and start to, really pick and choose what resonates with you. And by having your own home practice, you learn so much about yourself and what your body likes and doesn't like, and what you need to work more on is normally what your body doesn't like. But you get to start to explore that on your own terms as well. And of course, home practice with yoga video is fantastic. But just again, with the home video, just be sure that you're setting up your space to where you're dedicating that time, that quiet time, and that you won't be interrupted. And once we can find the space to allow us to give some love to ourselves, that self-care is so important. And again, that's kind of the root that the rest of everything else we do springs from, because you can't be giving without coming from a place of abundance. So really, this is a very important part of your life. That sounds dramatic, but it's not. This is very important for all aspects of your life. So I invite you to try to set up something daily. And if it doesn't work, try something different. It doesn't have to look a certain way. Everybody's home practice looks different. And just find what resonates with you, and get on your mat. Thank you all. Please feel free to comment or send us messages about how you do your home practice, and maybe we could get a conversation started about it on our Facebook page or something, and some tips. But thank you all for joining me, Cole Chance, YOGATX. Think about visualizing that. Your shoulder blades coming together onto your back, chin up, sternum going towards the ceiling here. Exhale, we're gonna round. So bring your elbows together, tuck your chin as you start to curl your back. This should light up the muscles going on either side of your spine here. So you can control the intensity. So if you need to not go as far, this can be intense. Inhale.